Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. Today is going to be a little different though. I'm going to be talking over some gameplay that spans over the course of Banquet, and I think that's about it. I think it's just going to be spanning over Banquet. This is essentially going to be a way to showcase what my roster looked like prior to Banquet and what it's going to look like after. And overall, this video is going to cover what it's like spending in this game, and I want to preface right off the bat, I'm not spending thousands or large sums of money. I'm spending money that I had saved and could afford to do this. So if you can't do it, don't do it. Simple as that. If you're not able to, you shouldn't force yourself to. So in total, I'm pretty sure, I could probably run the numbers afterwards, it was about maybe $300 to $400 in total. And the reason why there's so many recordings that ultimately I'm putting all of them into a big highlighted compilation video is because every time I thought I'd be done, there would be more that would pop up. There would be more rewards in that global Banquet event that would pop up, and I'm like, I kind of want that. And ultimately, the biggest reward for me was claiming a 7-star Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. Now, for context, as I open up some of these crystals for the first time, let me actually full screen this on my end so I can see the resolution just a little bit better. The reason why Stark Spidey was like the best pull for me was a nostalgic reason. It was for nostalgia, and simply for the fact that I have played this game for a very long time, over 10 years basically. I started playing this game around 2015, so a year after the game was made. My dad found this game, downloaded it, played it for a little bit. I don't think he enjoyed it very much, unfortunately. So he offered me the account, and so I've been playing it ever since. And I've taken a few years breaks in between, especially during COVID. I just didn't have time for the game, so I didn't play. So I missed all of the 6-star announcement and like chase or whatever they did for the 6-star announcements and crystals. I missed that all entirely. So when I came back, I definitely had to start collecting 6 and 7 stars at the same time, which wasn't that great. But as you can see right here, I opened up my first 4 set of Gala crystals and managed to pull the first appearance Founders Keepers crystal. I ultimately got Nimrod first, which was very nice. Very happy about that. But I think it's so funny to think that like I didn't even recognize that was a first appearance crystal right away. I just thought that was a regular Founders Keepers crystal. Like, oh, if I didn't have enough of the keys, I could just pull crystal and get it. But then I figured out it was first appearance, and I got really, really excited about it. I was like, oh, that's so much cooler. Hell yeah, I'll take that. So as you can see, this is probably a next part, like the next recording. Let me check. Actually, I could do that. I can do that while I'm voiceovering. Yeah, this is the next part of the recording. I timestamped them all, so I'm able to check back whenever I need to. So right there in that email was a $100 reward. So I got a ton of units off of that and another key. Essentially, because I kept spending those few $100s, I got everybody from the box. So keys kind of didn't matter to me at some point. All what really mattered was those Gala chases and the chase for that 7-star Punisher, which ultimately I never got, but in the end I got so much more out of it. Like for instance, this Silver Samurai pull from a Valiant Crystal, I'll take that any day of the week because that's a Valiant Crystal and I could have gotten a 5-star this entire time, so that to me just makes it way more worth it. Yeah, so what's interesting about spending in this game is that I hardly ever did it growing up. I mean, when I did spend, it was always for Christmas or maybe for my birthday, but I primarily did it over the holidays. And as seasoned Marvel Contest of Champions players know, the holidays are, probably the best time to spend because every other offer within this game is usually not that great or not beneficial for most players. Just the output of either dollars or units to the rewards they're going to get usually don't compute. They're not similar or good enough. So a lot of people tend to spend during the holidays. And I was a kid. I'm still very young, so I would get, what would they be, like Apple gift cards. I'd get Apple gift cards, and that's how I would spend. But it was never anything like over $100. It was always like under like 50 at most, probably. So I never got to spend a good chunk of money to like try and get like something really nice or like a limited character, you know? So it was always a sort of light spender sort of propaganda that I told myself I was on. It's like, oh, I'm a light spender, you know. I don't spend too much, but I definitely would consider myself a spender now, especially after this Banquet. But I want to preface again that like, because I was able to afford spending this much for Banquet, I was able to progress my account so much that you're seeing all these Titan pulls, and like some of them aren't that great. Like I know some people don't like Cyclops, even though I personally enjoy his buff. I played the shit out of him when I first got him, so pulling that Awaken ability, even though people say it's not that needed for the champion, was so exciting. And also that Lizard was also great because the Ascension later on would be really important. And right here you could see me like kind of hesitant. I had like a few more keys left, so I'm like, oh, I need to get this really good ones, and I managed to get all the good ones. I got Hulkling, Nimrod, and Scorpion out of my first 4, and Laura Jane Foster is good in some aspects. Some people like her, some people don't, but each their own. I got all the 4 that I wanted, so if I just uploaded these 2 recordings, as you can see, I'm trying to show off the account with the new limited first appearance Nimrod. If I just uploaded those 2 recordings, I would have been happy because it would have been really good stuff back to back. So this is the next section, right? This is like a different section altogether. As you can see, I spent a little bit more, and I'm able to buy more crystals, and you earn points in the Banquet by buying crystals or opening crystals. Here is where people are going to call this decision controversial. It's Absman's or Kingpin. Ultimately, I chose Kingpin. Do I regret it? Sometimes I do, yeah. Other times I don't. And I think that's the ultimate decision or thought process behind everybody who opened or picked that selector. That sometimes you appreciate that you have Kingpin, then you miss Absman. Sometimes you appreciate you have Absman, but then you miss Kingpin. It's tough. Those are limited champions, and we still haven't seen those champions pop up as a 7-star to this day. So I totally understand. Maybe it would have been smarter to choose Absman because he has just more utility overall, but I wasn't gonna get a Mystic Awakening gem for a long time. I still don't have a Skill Awakening gem for him, so it takes a while. It was a hard decision regardless, so I'm happy I still managed to pull that selector, and then as you'll see as we progress, we'll get the Stark Spidey selector, which is just absolutely mental when I first pulled that. So as you can see, we're just opening some Valiant Crystals, so I'll talk about the game a little bit, how I played. I was a fairly okay-ish player. I definitely would say I'm a lot better now compared to my skill level back then, which makes sense. Just as we grow up, we get better and better with the skill level and with our knowledge with the game. So as I was playing more, my biggest accomplishment when playing was probably defeating Realm of Legends with a 4-star Star-Lord. At the time, that was just like unheard of, just within my skill, and I was very happy about that. I mean, I consumed a crap ton of MCOC content, especially from like OG YouTubers. I'm about to name some names, so if you know any of these names, like shout them out, like, hey, tell me if you know them. But watched a ton of YeetOS, Rich the Man, who still makes content, of course, and of course Seaton. So those guys, those other 2 definitely still make content. But yeah, Yeet was one that I watched a crap ton that I'm sad he doesn't upload anymore. Henixion Jordan, I think that's how you say his name. It was a really hard name to pronounce, but his, everyone called him Jordan. There was Legendary God, who was known for his 4-star not Star-Lord, Deadpool, his 4-star Deadpool, and ultimately 5-star Deadpool. and Shredder for the win. He made a ton of different mobile game videos, but mcoc was his most popular one. That guy was awesome. I know he came back like a few years ago, made some videos, and then now I heard he's making like a movie, so I hope that's all going well for him. This transition right here is just to showcase the Nexus 7-star pulls that I got. So as you can see, the roster was shown very shortly there, but it's like it's getting stronger. And so next set of 20 20 Banquet crystals, pretty all right. But yeah, as you can see, like that third session was also pretty darn good. We pulled the limited 7-star Jessica Jones, which is just nuts. Still surprised I have her on my roster to this day, to be honest. But some other mcoc YouTubers that I used to watch, I think Resident was one of those. He was like known for his Kang. He had like was it a 5-star Kang or was it a 6? No, it was like a 4 or 5-star Kang. He was pretty cool. I watched him every now and then. Deathless She-Hulk, by the way, is the one I picked because I think that's the best Deathless champ out of those selectors. But hey, I pulled that. Very cool to think about. Who else did I get? Who else did I watch during the old days of mcoc? Oh, there's this one guy that I remember. He had the Black Panther theme with his channel. Oh, dude. Rizzo the Legend. Yeah, Rizzo the Legend. Watched him a ton. Like, these are some OG ass YouTubers. Atromix. I watched him a shit ton as well. I hope he's doing much better. I heard that he's active on Twitter these days, which is pretty nice. Legacy, of course. You know, he made content eventually. I watched OG Baby Lags doing incursion runs with Yeet. I remember those days. Oh my god. Those were old days, bro. But yeah, like, to just put into perspective, I've been playing this game for quite some time, and I never really interacted with the community as much as I do now. But I watched all the YouTubers, so like I knew the faces, I just didn't know like the people or the community. And obviously right here, pulled the limited selector, so I'm choosing the ones that are actually unironically limited, like Fantman. Later on I pull another one that I'm really happy about. I think I got Tigra next or Nick Fury. I don't know which one I pull next, but as I was talking about the community, like watching those New York Comic-Con Beat the Boss panels that Seaton would go on, like this community was really nice. Like it was such a big community back in the day, and those videos always did so well. I'm telling you, like it was just, oh, it was wild. It was definitely wild, and I do kind of miss those days a little bit. Just knowing, like, I remember Seaton would do like the highlight videos of the entire year. By the way, check out the profile right now. We ranked for the Kingpin immediately, so that profile is getting stronger and stronger. As you can see, I move on to the next day here. Another $100 down the drain into this clown fiesta of a video game. But yeah, no, I seriously miss when this community had like such big power numbers behind it, and obviously people just grow up. People grow up. I mean, you can't be playing video games forever. You can't be a part of the same thing forever. I mean, you could try, and if it works out in some ways, or if you reinvent yourself within playing the game, then you absolutely can. There's a reason why some YouTubers are still around like a decade later, like Seaton, for instance. He's able to make a job out of this. He's able to produce content and play this game with a sense of, you know, this is going to come back in terms of revenue, and enjoyment doesn't have to be solely like spent at the cost of like living or something like that. So what I'm saying is content creators have an easier time playing this game through all like the bullshit sometimes, compared to people who just can't afford to do that as much. For instance, the reason I'm making this compilation video in the first place is because I had so many recordings back to back during Banquet. And while it was fun to do, I mean, some of these recordings had alliance members of mine that I unfortunately can't really showcase now because it's been months since Banquet. I'm going to do a highlight video instead because I just didn't have time. I work really often, I have college I need to stress about, and then I have my requirements in alliance stuff. So, and I also just need to progress with the game in general. So it's like all of that stacked up. I just don't have time, and it sucks because I genuinely want to make videos on this game. I have some ideas. I have this big one about starting a brand new account that I'm not going to get too much into in case someone tries to steal it, but I had an idea of making a brand new account and like making a series off of that, but in like a different way from what most people have expected from side account challenges. But I don't have the time to invest into a second account, and so that idea might never see the light of day until maybe the summer. Actually, maybe the summer I might have time, but we'll see. So as you can see, I've pulled 3 limited selectors like back to back, and ultimately I chose Tigra here. I think I got Nick Fury already because I don't see me selecting him. So yeah, ultimately those little section off champions from Nick Fury to what's his name? It's the APOC. From Nick Fury to APOC, all those champions are like really limited. You don't see them anywhere in crystals. Might as well pick them up here in the Banquet, you know? But yeah, like I really do hope this game gets put in a direction where people enjoy it again or find some way to come back. I mean, we got some big movies coming up, right? We got Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars, the new Spider-Man movie, of course, and we got a lot of Marvel stuff that, you know, Marvel isn't looking as bad as it used to a few years ago. And the idea is that hopefully with time that these movies come out, this game can capitalize, because from what I remember, from what people have said, they never capitalized too well on these movies, especially like Endgame, which I'm shocked to hear about, I'm not gonna lie. Also, for those who don't know, my favorite champion currently right now is Mr. Knight. So me selecting Mr. Knight here was like probably the biggest, most exciting thing for me. I recently just awakened him. So what's really crazy about this is that he's been rank 4 for like months, and I recently just awakened him. I'm talking, how long has it been? Like almost 3-4 months since this guy has been freaking R4'd. Yeah, just absolutely nuts. But as you can see, we're kind of nearing the end here, and the profile is looking very nice. I mean, we're cleaning up the last stuff. This is probably like one of the last 2 recordings. It's going to be this selector. I'm going to take Stark Spidey to rank 4, and then another first appearance crystal. And this one's really interesting. This first appearance crystal is really funny. So I hope you guys enjoy how this that specific crystal spins out. But yeah, like I said, I just hope this game kind of picks itself back up and really gets on like a smooth pace. Ascension is very iffy for a lot of people right now, so they have a chance to strike back with like movies coming up. So I'm just hoping, we just gotta pray that everything, you know, turns out all right. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. I know I've been rambling for this entire period of time, but it's just a kind of like a base off of, you know, what the account changed from back then at the start of Banquet to now. Like what spending really did for my account has been absolutely gnarly. It's been insane, and I'm really happy and thankful I have the fortune and, you know, the funds to do this, because I wouldn't recommend it if you don't. But yeah, ultimately it's up to you if you want to spend in this game. It can progress your account significantly, or it could, you know, lead to stuff like this where you see 4 Hulklings in a row and then you still land on Hulkling. And I appreciate this, even though he's max level, because I 6-200 him immediately as soon as I got him. Even though he's max leveled, that's still first appearance now, so he looks even shinier. And I'm pretty sure he's still on my account, top 4 champions to this day. So yeah, here you go. Ultimately, the results we got for the Alliance. I'm not in this Alliance anymore. It was kind of just an Alliance I chilled in because I wasn't taking the game too seriously, but now that I am, as you can see, I'm going to be in a different one. But yeah, the 4 to 5% is what I ended up getting. I don't think I shared my points in this cut highlight version, so I'm sorry about that. I'll put like a text here showcasing what my points were ultimately. But yeah, as you can see, got a pretty good amount. And over here, I'm just showcasing all like the pulls my alliance has been getting, my old alliance. But yeah, I mean, like, you see that there's more 7 stars in the top rows now. Like, my account went from a few 7 stars to a ton that are now rank 4. I mean, I'm about to rank 4 this Captain Britain that I just awakened, so another thing to just be really surprised about, honestly. But yeah, like, honestly, I'm just happy that Banquet turned out so well. And 2026 has been like a rough start for mcoc, but I'm pretty sure that they can bring it back and make it something very special. So I got hope. That's why I'm gonna make videos on this game for a little bit, and also some other ones, because I'm not gonna take my channel seriously. I'm just gonna have fun. That's the idea. I don't have time for YouTube. It's just something that I'm gonna do on the side. But yeah, there you go, showcasing the champions overall. The roster is looking fantastic, especially with that Paviter at the top. He's now ascended, obviously. But yeah, this video is about to end soon, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, and remember, spend responsibly. Don't spend on a video game if you can't afford it. That's about it.